welcome back to Lab 21 PKI Management with Windows. We're continuing on to Lesson 2, Configure and Customize the Certificate Authority. So for the first step, on the Server Management window, in the left pane, click on ADCS. That's this one here, not the one below that says ADDS. We're doing CS. Notice the configuration required message in yellow background. Click on the More link to launch the configuration wizard. So they're talking about this message bar up here where it says configuration required for Active Directory certificate services at WinOS. I'm going to click on More. Then it says on all servers task detail windows, click on the Configure Active Directory certificate services on the destination server. That's this link here underneath the column for action. Step 4, notice the AD configuration window appears. Review the information presented and leave the default credentials and click Next. Specify credentials to configure role services. To install the following role services, you must belong to the local administrators group. Standalone Certification Authority, Certification Authority Web Enrollment, Online Responder. To install the following role services, you must belong to the Enterprise Admins Group, Enterprise Certification Authority, Certificate Enrollment Policy Web Service, Certificate Enrollment Web Service, and Network Device Enrollment Service. The credentials are going to be netlab/administrator. Now, on the Role Services step, check the checkbox for Certification Authority and click Next. On step 6, the Setup Type step, select the radio button for Standalone CA and click Next. Standalone CAs can be members or a workgroup or domain. Standalone CAs do not require ADDS and can be used without a network connection offline. On the CA type step, ensure that the radio button for the root CA is selected and click Next. The root CAs are the first and may be the only CAs configured in a PKI hierarchy. On the CA type step, ensure that the radio button for I'm sorry, I had to scroll down to the next step. On the private key step, ensure that the radio button for create a new private key is selected and select Next. So you're going to use this option if you do not have a private key and want to create a new private key. And that's what we want to do. Step 9, on the cryptography step, leave the defaults and click Next. You can see the default is SHA-256. The key is going to be 2048. On the CA name step, leave the defaults and click Next. And then on the validity period, change the expiration period to 30 days and click Next. Yeah, we don't have 5 years. You're going to hit the drop down where it says years and select days. And then just make sure you put 30 in this field here. I'm going to hit Next. On step 12, the certificate database step, leave the default database location and click Next. On the confirmation step, review the configuration and click Configure. So you can see here we have a standalone CA. The cryptographic provider was selected earlier. It's the RSA Microsoft Software Key Storage Provider. We're using the SHA-256 algorithm. The key length is 2048. Allow administrator interaction was disabled. Validity period, this should be within the 30-day period of when we selected it. Distinguished name, certificate database location. It'll be in this directory path. And now we're going to select configure. It's going to take a little bit. All right, configuration succeeded. Once completed successfully, click close. Then we're going to close all servers tasks details window. That is this window here, all servers task details. Close that. And in the upper right hand corner of the server manager window, and then click on tools and then certification authority. That's right here under ADSI edit. You should have a green icon next to your server, a little check mark there, a little check mark there, indicating that you are a certificate authority. We're going to leave that open and move on to lesson 3 in our next video. So I'll see you back soon.